Yesterday was a green day for AMC. We did close at 897, which is, a 14.71% gain for the day, which is not bad, not what we expected because at the moment it went up to 977 twice. And then I really thought that it's going to break that $10 wall, and then go back up even further, but it didn't happen. So I will take the 197. It did close at, and then we saw that after hours, it tanked. But again, guys, I always tell you to not really worry about what's happening after hours and even pre-market. Sometimes it does, but before we go into that, let me just refresh what Robinhood is just doing. So this is from Robinhood website itself, saying as of today or as of yesterday night, they are upgrading the limitation on AMC and GameStop shares. So right now, as you can see, you can buy up to, you can hold, having your position in your account up to 5,500 shares. So if you already have, for example, 1,000 shares, it means you can buy an additional 4,000 shares. Now, if you already have 5,000 shares, you can only add 500. So this is representing the total amount of shares that you can hold within a Robinhood account. So I know a lot of people were transitioning between Robinhood and other platforms, so sometimes it takes more time in reality that, what the book says. So just be patient. And if you're still on Robinhood or if you have an additional account elsewhere, I think it's just, a matter of it's a good thing. It will turn in your favor because the more shares you have, the better it is if the market goes into your direction. So let's look at a chart. This is AMC and this is pre-market today. So the market hasn't opened yet, but I just wanted to update you guys on the possibilities on what we can expect on the trading session today and how it may impact either your trading strategy or investment strategy over the course of the day. And depending on where it would close today, it will give us a clue about what to do or what not to do for the remaining week. All right, so we saw that here yesterday, hit 977 twice, and we really thought it was going to break that $10 wall, but it didn't. And then you can see that after hitting 97, it kept going lower and lower, making lower lows and lower highs. So it gives me the impression that we are on a downtrend path, even though we did recover a little bit to close at where it closed yesterday around 897. But we already know, guys, that stock swings. During the course of a day, it can go up, it can go down. And, yesterday was a short sale restriction day. So I'm not sure exactly if today will also be. It seems like it will be because the SSA rule, it's supposed to be in place 2 following days after the 2 consecutive drops more than 10% on the stock, but I'm not really sure about that, to be honest with you guys. So anyway, this just to give you guys that today it might also drop if it continues to be on that downtrend path. Now, I'm not saying it will, I'm saying it's possible. And if the case it does drop, don't freak out, guys. Don't freak out. The stock market is like a roller coaster, You go up, you go down, and the only people who get hurt are the people who jumped while the ride is going on. So that's just, something. And then on the contrary, if I look at, what is happening after hours yesterday and pre-market today, then we can potentially also have an uptrend. Now, I don't know exactly where, if we have an uptrend, where the stock price will go. I don't want to really get into it for now, but it seems like, pre-market, we were green, and then at the moment we dipped, we were red, and right now we are red. So it doesn't matter we are red in the pre-market that necessarily we will be red during the day. It doesn't really automatically translate into what's going to happen into the intraday session. But nevertheless, it can also go up. You never know. If it breaks that. If we have a fundamental and strong support, then it can, continue to follow that uptrend during the day, and then we can see another greener day, for AMC, which will be a really bullish sentiment. But overall, I'm still bullish on AMC, and I'm still holding my shares. So if it does go up, if you are in a position of averaging up because you don't have a lot of shares, and you are in a position of doing that because you have an additional cash on the side, please, guys, don't hesitate if you feel like it's something you want to do. But if it dips again, guys, don't freak out. It's part of the whole thing. It's part of the whole game. And remember, Volkswagen short squeeze chart that we shared. I shared with you a couple of videos back yesterday and the day before. So before really happening that huge spike, we saw it pretty much went back to the level before the whole thing started. And for AMC, I think the lowest we hit since then it's $6 a share. So I won't be surprised if we go that low. But again, I'm really bullish, but that's just me, guys. That's just me. I'm not saying that it will necessarily do that. I'm not saying things will go. I'm not saying that the short squeeze will happen anytime soon because I'm not God, but I do believe it may happen either this week or next week. That is just my personal belief, guys. So again, if you are in a position of adding your shares as it dips because you want to average down your share price and you are still really firmly believing that this is a movement that can potentially turn in our favor in the near future, then do it. Well, if you can't because you don't have any additional cash to invest in, just hold your shares. Just hold your shares, and that's it, guys. So I want to also to point out something very important. I know a lot of people might be, feeling demoralized and disturbed and doubting themselves because they are down, 14K, $100,000, or even just $500, depending on, the money you invested in. And if it's your first time, I know it's really hard to see that you are at loss, and it makes you doubt really why you invested your money to begin with. And some people are saying AMC is dead, that AMC will not recover, that the short squeeze already happened, that it won't happen again. Everyone has the right to think whatever they want to think. Everyone has the right to interpret the facts, interpret the markets how they won't. That's everyone's right. I'm not defending that. But what I'm saying is, if you still believe that this is something where you can still see benefits and you will still come out of this rate on top, then keep believing, keep holding, keep educating yourself, keep learning, do your own due diligence. I'm just an internet guy, I'm not a financial advisor. And even though I was, I'm not God. I can't predict what will happen in the future. I don't care what system you're using. I don't care how expert you are at technical analysis. Technical analysis work 50% of the time. So it's not 100% of the time. Even sometimes fundamental doesn't really support how a stock price movement will carry itself during trading session. So that's to say, guys, be patient. Be patient, be patient. All right, guys, let me know in the comment section if you're buying, if you're selling, how are you holding up? Are you sitting on gains? Are you sitting on the loss? Let me know in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.